Everybody talks about how to be more consistent, but nobody talks about how to rebuild consistency after we fallen out of a routine. Because someday you were consistent, you were doing the routine, you were doing the workout, you were studying, but then life happened and you slowly fall out of routine and don't know how to start back again. If that's you, this video is exactly for you. I realized one thing. Rebuilding consistency is not about motivation, but it's about rebuilding momentum and showing up for the habit. So here are the things that generally helped me get back in routine after I've fallen out of it. First one is restart smaller than your ego wants to. Oh, that one hurts. One mistake I always make when I fall out of routine and I'm trying to get back in routine is trying to restart exactly where I left off. If I didn't do the habit for 1 or 2 days or a week, restarting exactly where I left off is not weird. But if I didn't do the habit for a month, or I came back from holidays, or something happened, restarting exactly where I left off can feel a little bit weird or hard. So we have to start smaller than we want to. Like for example, if I used to practice violin for 2 hours every day, and then I suddenly stopped, I went on holidays, and I come back and I expect myself to get back into the routine directly, the full routine, 2 hours block. It will not feel realistic and I will not actually do it. At least me. It will actually be better for me to get back in the routine slowly. The goal is not to do the routine perfectly, but to learn to show up for the habit again. So you can start with 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, depending on what you want to do, and then slowly building up from there. It's just about getting the ball rolling and building back momentum. Like, look at a car. A car will not go from 0 to 100 instantly. It will build up speed gradually. So instead of trying to restart your entire routine instantly, try to restart one habit at a time or restart lighter than you used to. Right now I'm doing exactly that. I just came back from holidays and I'm restarting one habit at a time. I'm just restarting to learn to refocus, so working and filming videos, then I will restart violin, then I will restart my workout, etc. I'm just starting one habit at a time, a day at a time. Yeah. The main takeaway is just show up again for the habit. The second one is make the habit easy to start. Let's say you want to study your Bible every morning. Don't wait until the morning to get ready. The night before, set up your Bible, choose your Bible study plan, prepare your notebooks and stationery. So when you wake up the next day, you just have to sit down and do it. Sometimes we don't restart doing the habit, not because we don't want to, but mainly because the task feels mentally blurry. For example, we're like, I want to restart reading books every day regularly. Now, which book? For how long? Where are you going to do it? Make sure the task is clear, so when the time comes, you exactly know what you have to do. You just pick up the book and read. You know for how long, you know where you're going to do it, you know which book you're planning to read. Everything is pre-decided. Deciding in advance reduces decision fatigue, therefore making you more inclined to do the task. Third is maybe the routine does not fit your life anymore. Sometimes the problem is not discipline, but your life is changing. Let's say you got a new job, you started uni, or just new things are coming your way. Of course, your schedule and priorities are going to change. Let's say you used to study languages every night coming back from school, but now that you started uni, you come back home tired or you have other things to do, and then you slowly fall out of habit. Here, as you can see, it's not a problem of discipline or not being consistent enough. It's a problem of the schedule and your routine does not fit your life anymore. Here, we just need to restructure. So if every night you come back home really tired from uni and you have so much things to do, maybe try to find a time in your day to study languages instead of at night when you come back home. So during your lunch break or before going to school or any time of the day that is not at night. Just find where you will actually be able to study languages. I feel like sometimes we feel guilty because we were consistent before, and then now that our lives change, we are not as consistent, or we feel like we were like unfaithful to this habit and we were like so into it. And it's normal. Like your life at 18 will be really different at your life at 22 or 23. So of course your life change and things have to move. You know, so we have to adapt ourselves and restructure when we have to. So instead of trying to force our whole habit in our new life, let's try to see how we can fit those habits habit in our new life, schedule, days, you name it. 4 is give yourself a clear goal. When you have to restart a routine or when you're coming back from holidays and your mind is not in working mode, it can be really complicated to lock in and do it. Something that really helps me is having a clear goal, a clear target, something I want to work toward. When I come back from holidays and I don't feel like practicing violin and coming back to this whole routine, instead of telling myself, you have to study for 2 hours every day, I tell myself, okay, the first 30 minutes, I'm gonna work on my intonation. Okay, in the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna work on this, and then this, and then this. So I give myself a target, so my mind is focused on something, and I feel like I'm moving towards something, and I'm not just lost and unproductive. 2-day rule. The 2-day rule is a rule that really helps when you try to stay consistent, and even more when you try to get back into the habits. The rule is simple. Try to not miss 2 days in a row of the habit. Life happens and missing 1 day happens, but try intentionally to not miss the second one, because that's often when the cycle of completely stopping starts. When you miss 1 day, nothing will really happen, but it's when you start missing the second day that suddenly it becomes 3 days, then 4 days, then a week, then you stop completely doing the habit. And then we start making excuses like, anyway, I already ruined the week, I will start next week. Or I don't really feel like doing it this week, so I will just skip it and be more consistent next week. Missing 2 days or more is starting to reinforce a new habit of not doing the thing, which we do not want. We want the habit of doing the thing, not the opposite. And when we start making excuses to not do the thing, that's the exact moment we have to stop ourselves and be like, no, I'm gonna do it. One tool or rule that really helps me when I do not feel like doing the thing, but I know I have to do it and I want to make me do it, is the 5-second rule from Mel Robbins. The 5-second rule is a rule that's so easy but works so well. It's a 5-second countdown, and at the end of the countdown, you have to move. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you stand up and you move. You do the thing that you're supposed to do. You don't let your brain overthink and talk you out of the thing. You just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you go, okay? The countdown will interrupt you making all the excuses, and it will make you move because you will make the decision to actually move. It's funny how it works, but I find it works so well. So try it for yourself. But the thing is that you have to physically move at the end of the countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you stand up, you put on your running shoes and you go for a run. Even if it's just 10 minutes, the thing is just to move. Which brings me to my last point, don't wait until Monday. I think a lot of us have this habit of wanting to restart our life on a Monday or at the beginning of a new month, because it feels like the perfect time to restart and to have a fresh beginning and restart properly. But honestly, I really feel like it's just procrastination in disguise. I could not count the amount of time where I was like, I'm gonna restart on Monday, just pushing the moment where I have to take action to another moment, like procrastination and being like, I will just do it later. And then Monday comes and I forget about it or don't do it or something happened and I cannot restart perfectly like I wanted to. And one day I was like, okay, let me just restart on a random Thursday. It will even make the next Monday even more perfect because I will already be in the flow of doing the habit. So Monday, I will be like, perfect week, perfect month. I'm already like in the momentum. So don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until next month. Just do it now. The perfect time to start is to start now. So you get in the momentum. And then when you have to perfect time, you're already ready. You already like, I'm already going. I'm already doing it. You know? To summarize, start smaller than your ego wants to. Don't try to restart exactly where you left off. Start one habit at a time or start lighter. 2 is make the habit easier to start. Get everything ready, know exactly what you want to do, so when you have to do it, you're ready. 3 is maybe the routine does not fit your life anymore. Just restructure and find some way to make it work. 4, give yourself a clear goal. Know what you want to do, exactly where you want to go, so you stay focused and it's easier to restart. 5, the 2-day rule. Don't miss an habit 2 days in a row. And if you do, just make sure the 3rd day you are back on track. And 6, don't wait for the perfect time to restart. Start now. That's simple. Voila! Tell me in the comments which habits you're trying to restart. I'm trying to restart playing violin for 2 hours every day. That's so complicated. And that's it. I hope you enjoy. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Wanna make you happy and then she goes 나만 혼자 남겨뒀어 대화가 필요해 너 먼저